Okay guys, what's up? You join me now today on the ground in New Jersey. So obviously we did our most amazing flight yet, in my opinion. So we landed at Linden New Airport in New Jersey. Nothing wrong with the flight. It wasn't too long as well because we flew over from Washington DC. So yeah, I'm not really going to show you the outside because it's very dark and you can't see anything. So we'll just show the inside. However, today we're flying up to Canada. So we're leaving the USA. We're flying up to Schefferville, Canada. I think it's in Quebec. Don't, maybe not. No, it's not. It's not in Quebec. But yeah, so we're flying up there, and basically, yeah, it's gonna be. It should be a very nice flight. It's very long. It's our longest flight at all. So well over 1,000 miles. So we best get cracking. So very early morning departure as well. We're going to see a sunrise at some point. I'm just not entirely sure when. However, we're here at the moment in New Jersey. The parking spot's changed again. I'm going to struggle to see it. When we taxi out, we're going to taxi out along the taxiway here, which you can see these blue dots, purple dots, whatever, and the runway's just here, so we'll depart there. We'll be able to see, obviously, we'll have our landing light on. I'm going to use it as a taxi site. But anyways, let's get started with our checklist. So, circuit breakers are all in, landing gear handles down, avionics are off, cowl flaps open, fuel sectors I've already turned on, guard peaks off, and battery switch on. Alternators can come on. So we'll start in the left engine. So magnetos are unguarded. Gonna try and prime the mixture. So there's one. It's primed. I mean, yeah. No, exercise. That's it. 3. Left fuel pump on. Clear. Okay, left engine is alive. Okay, good. Repeat for the right engine. So, magneto switch is on. Mixture exercise set to rich. Priming it. 1, 2, and 3. Right fuel pump on and clear. And right engine is alive. So go ahead, turn on the nav light and recognition light. Recognition light. So after the engine start, making sure that we're at 1000 RPM, and suction we're checking, and fuel pumps can now come off. So that's all good. Where's the yoke? I don't know, who cares about the yoke for now. So we're gonna lean the mixture a bit, just because it's quite cold here today in New York. So the mixture's leaned, strobe lights on, radio will come on now, radio master, and transponder standby. Let's go ahead with the flight plan in. And there's the flight plan set. So, very, very nice indeed. Very long flight. God, I wonder how long it's going to take us. I'm estimating around 6 hours. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Zoom right in, and there we go. We'll be taking off on runway 27 today, as winds are 225. Let's go ahead and turn on the landing light. Altimeter is set. Okay, that's all good. Now, okay, so we're going to go ahead and taxi out. I'm going to put this to standby already. I'm going to make sure I get the count up time ready. Okay, good. So, parking brake released. Going to taxi all the way down. I don't know why it squeaks like that. I don't know what it's meant to be. We're going to use the full length of the runway, all 4,000. I don't know if that's meters or feet. I'd say it's feet. Oh yeah, 100% feet. What am I thinking about meters? That'd be the longest runway in the world, I think. Right, so Here we are approaching the threshold of 2.7. Putting the anchors on. We turn. Right. Quickly do our pre-departure checks. Parking brake set. That was a very quick taxi then, wasn't it? Fuel sector's on. Mixture, make sure that they're both rich. So 1, 2, both set to rich. Propeller RPM up to 2000. Well, not propeller RPM, just propellers. Fuel pumps come on. Flaps set to position 1. Check for carb ice. So check in, and everything else, making sure everything's in the green, which it is, apart from fuel pressure there, and that's because we got the fuel pumps on. Carb can come away now. Force back to 1000 RPM, and trim is set for takeoff. Fuel pumps are on, propeller RPM's high, fuel sector's on, trim set, seatbelt set, flap set, take a breathing. It's complete. So let's go ahead and start the clock, because we are good to go. Here we are lining up runway 27. Wow, I can't wait for this. It's going to be such a nice departure. Probably over the Canadian border we'll get sunrise, so let's go. Power set. T's and P's in the green. Alternator charging. Airspeed's alive at 60. There's 80. Rotation, positive recline. Gear up. No turns below 400 feet. One aim for 90 knots. There's 400. We're going to gently start to turn right. Going to zoom out as well on the GPS. Going to keep flaps out for now. It's going to raise the pitch as we are 190 knots. 11 hours and 20 minutes, 83 knots. Wow. So getting close to wings level. So I'm going to start to reduce the bank angle. There we go. That's up. All the ice is already forming up. So let's go ahead and set the autopilot for today's whoa, we are. Today we'll be going to about 12,000 feet. Wow. Already iced up. You can see where we depart from is there. Nice. And we're by far, or IMC, whatever you want to say. Let's go ahead and bring back the propeller RPM a bit. Well as the mixture. Nice. And so, if I don't see you in the cruise, I'll see you on approach. Goodbye, guys. Okay, hey guys. So currently I was at 8,000 feet. However, I'm climbing up to over 10,000 feet now. Pretty because of the fact we were in IMC, and I wanted to get out of the cloud. So here we are. We're climbing now. That doesn't look too good. We should be. I can see that it's really bad weather, so I'm trying to climb above all of it. There we go. Climbing up. You can see the bad weather we've just been flying through. So I'm trying to get out of that, and you can see the weather up is getting nicer. However, I want to get above all of it, so I want to have the clouds below me. So I'll probably go to around 14,000 feet. So yeah, guys. Okay, everyone, what's up? So we are literally applied the beam of the airport was going into Schefferville. So we're now going to be starting our descent what's going to happen is we're going to go over the top of Schefferville Airport, fly over to the waypoint of 2 men, and over to Kevco, and then Vidba. We're going to be flying the RNAV approach for runway 17, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a really fun approach. So, still got it in nav mode. So when we hit 2 men, sorry, when we hit the VOR, which was there, we've gone across obviously, it'll be 15 nautical miles over to 2 men. So we'll slowly descend, and yeah. So here we are. I don't know what's wrong with this. We're going to go into heading mode and do it instead now. So let me just put in the track. Right, but the autopilot seems to be broken. So I'm going to take control of the aircraft myself, and we'll just fly manually. We've really overshot this, but it's okay. It's alright. So I'm going to start descending now. Pull back power. There we go. And I'm going to intercept the magenta line. Quite a steep descent, but so we can keep some speed, and then we can scrub it all off when we are on the approach. By the way, if you want to know how long we've been flying for, 6 hours and 10 minutes, you don't understand. This has been such a long flight. Right, let's go ahead and intercept. Flight heading of 332. So our rating descent's quite high. We don't want to hit it that high. But I don't know if you've known, but during this flight we had some horrible weather. And what I mean, it was absolutely horrible. I was struggling to climb at 100 feet per minute, but that's all out the way now, so it's okay. Then once I did climb above the weather though, we had really good ground speed of 170 knots. I was expecting this flight to take around 7 hours. However, we'll be about 40 minutes ahead of schedule by the time we land. So once I hit 2 men, I'm going to turn right heading 124. And when I get to Kevco, I need to be at 3,500 feet. So currently, I am 4,000 feet above. It's a really high rate of descent, which I don't like. And the aircraft is lighting up, of course, as per usual. Oh, please don't. Set the final approach course to... Why is it going up that much? Off 171. Set it on the OBS as well. But it doesn't really make any difference, I just like to have it there. Don't know why the autopilot stopped working. Working. Okay, I really hope the windscreen doesn't light up. Says 5,500 feet. Keep the rate of descent just like this. It's okay. Apparently going into a headwind right now. You can tell by ground speed. So I'm not sure whether the wind's changed or not. However, we're going to continue to land at runway 17. Around a bit of power to expedite our descent. Okay, here we are, 3,600 landing light. I'm going to turn on, and once I'm lined up, I'm going to do my before landing checklist. So from Kevco, it's a 10-mile final. So here we are. I'm going to turn on to my final approach course of 171. I'm going to reduce the power. I want to maintain, and once I get to Vibva, I want to be at 3,000 feet. Wow. Really overshot that one. You can see the runway just below the cloud up there in the distance. So, starting my before landing checklist. Seatbelts are on, fuel selectors on, mixture will set to rich. Let RPM come to high, set, put RPM to high, fuel pumps on. I'm going to bring the yoke back, flaps I'm not going to use just yet, and now I'm going to reduce the speed to VLE. So we're pretty much on our descent profile. 3 miles to go, so until Vibva, not to the airport. Let's turn on to 171. Just as we're fully visual. just pitch nose up just to get rid of the speed. And now there's VLE, so gear down. And once we have 3 greens, I will put in flap 1. So there's 3 greens, flap 1, set. And from here I want to maintain 90 knots the whole way down. So just let the speed come down. Choosing the power just a tad. Okay, well there's Vibva. So now we're on our 4-mile final. According to this. Looks a bit more than 4 miles. Maybe not. Right, reducing the power even more. And we want a 3-degree descent profile. Which is hard to determine with a very, very congested AI. So, speed is looking good. Go ahead and bring flap 2. Let's do tailored flap. There, our drag is increased. Bring the speed down. Very nice indeed. Okay, so go around, I'll climb up to 3,000 feet, no, 3,500 feet again. And I'll redo the approach. There's only one turn-off point as well, this runway. You can see up on the right up there, just about 6/10 of the way down. So we are fully configured to land. We have 5,000 feet of runway, so I'm only going to land. Oh well, I mean I will be landing with full flap at 1 nautical mile. Speed's beautiful, as well as the approach. Very happy that the ice is burnt off. Just gonna... Okay, full stage of flap set. No power adjustment as of yet. But just very... Okay, I'm too high at the moment, so I'm just gonna go ahead and lower the nose. Now I'm getting a bit too fast, I'm going to lower the power. I'm not getting good frames on this approach. But I think we're snowed in. It doesn't matter. Oh, trees are very bumpy. Experienced that a lot in real world, to be honest. So here we are, on my threshold. Idled power. Fully on the brakes, and we will be making the first exit point just on our right here. Look at that. Oh no, we didn't. Too busy looking outside. Okay, let me just swing her around, backtrack. I was too distracted, I forgot to brake the aircraft. Okay, we are just going to gently backtrack. And as we're doing that, after landing checklist, so flaps up, fuel pumps off, landing light off, fuel pumps lean, and I'm going to carb ice to hot. I really hope I haven't missed the exit again. Oh, I just almost did as well. Okay, here we are. So we can just go anywhere here really. Oh, what a flight. BGGH was set. So where should we go? Go over to the left here somewhere. There's a nice pickup van. You can give way to me, as it's law. And I suggest we'll just go next to this Baron, is it? What is this aircraft? Oh, I think it's... I don't know, wherever it is, we're going next to it. Parking brake set. And now our shutdown checklist. The parking brake set, avionics can come off. And just so I want to know, 6 hours and 22 minutes of flight time. What a flight. The radio master is off. Lights are off as well. Making sure all that's off. Electrical equipment off. mixture idle cutoff. Wonder how long this is going to say our flight time was today. Oh, it's not come up yet. Magneto switches off. Alternators off and battery off. Well, here we are in Schefferville. There's the NDB. NDB? Yeah, NDB. So, I hope you enjoyed that flight. I mean, it was well over 1,000 miles. It was 960 nautical miles, so in real money, whatever that is, I'd say it's around 1,100 miles, 1,200. So, yeah, it was a great flight. I mean, nothing else to say apart from now we're no longer in the US, we're in Canada, and we'll do one more stop in Canada before we make our way up to Greenland. So, thank you guys for watching, and see ya.